Dukes, what are you looking for out of these two teams?
Well, we're obviously just looking for Entropy to get their first win of the season, because they need it to build some momentum.
Yeah, that first win can always, maybe then that'll get the ball rolling for them, hopefully. We'll see if they can pull it out. And then how about Tundra? What do you know about Tundra? Tell me a little bit about them.
Well, Tundra are 1-1, so they're getting used to it as a team, it seems.
Yeah, they're warming up. Maybe they're getting used to it. Hopefully they can. Maybe they'll come out 2-1, and Entropy's looking for that first win of the season, and we'll see. Hopefully we get a good one out of both teams. I think, as far as I know, both teams have all three starters. I don't think there's any subs in right now. I might be wrong. But hopefully this is the best. This is what, week 2? Pushing week 3. So teams should be getting to the point where they're warmed up. They should have each other figured out pretty well. They should be pretty decent games. AAA ranked are still fairly high ranked players. So, I'm expecting some decent plays, some decent passes. We'll see what these two teams can do for us.
Yep, at this point in the season, this is where the teams really start to... this is where they figure each other out. This is when they're starting to work together as a team, and you really start to see the team plays come out. Because when you start with a new team, it's almost like solo queuing.
Yeah, especially the first few matches of the season, especially when we were in the draft part of the season where it was really just throwing people together and seeing what happens. So hopefully as the weeks go on, the teams figure each other out, warm up to their teammates, they get a little bit more cohesive with each other. And I think as the season goes on, we're going to get better games and more fun to cast, more fun to watch, more exciting as we go. So it should be pretty fun.
That's all we can hope for.
And yeah, these transitions that they got going on with the team logo, man, those are pretty cool. Those are pretty sweet. I don't know if you see those, but if you're looking at those transitions, those are really cool. Oh, and the pregame show with the pregame show, we got even better graphics. So man, they're really stepping up their game with those graphics. Love to see it. All right, looks like we got this first game underway. Let's see what we got for the first game of the night, first game of the series.
Let's just hope it's a good one. Zeus Juice on the kickoff with Drifty. Drifty wins it. Xerox going up. Looks like he's going to beat Spade. He does, and that is a very early goal for Xerox.
I guess that's the start you're looking for if you're on Tundra. I'm looking at Xerox. He doesn't have the greatest ping, but maybe he's fine.
Seems to be doing fine with it.
Yeah, it seems to be doing fine for now. So hopefully that kind of settles down for him, and it's a good start for Tundra. See what they can keep going for us.
And Zeus just misses that. Salmon gets a good clear. No one challenging. There's Xerox. Salmon gets past. Drifty booms it downfield. Almost gets past both. Drifty shoots, and that is a second for Tundra early on.
And I think kind of what happened here with Entropy, they had both players go, and for that last man, it probably made it look awkward. He didn't quite get the touch he wanted. He kind of beamed it off the side, bounced it back in the middle, left a wide open net. So, we were talking all about how it's week 2, teams should be getting a little bit more cohesive. The communication should be better, and so far with Entropy, it looks like they still might have to work out a few of those kinks.
Well, they'll probably be fine. Good boom there from Spade. Spade. Salmon booms it down, but no one is there. Spadel's up. Zeus looking for a good boom. Gets it. Xerox clears it. Looks to get another, and he does. Spadel booms it down. Salmon going for a weird touch. Taking aim, shoots. Close one, but Zeus Juice is there. Drifty is there to clear it out. Salmon kinda stuck. Zeus Juice gets another clear, but good pressure mounting from the Tundra. Spadel has time here. Zeus Juice is just gonna take over, but Xerox intercepts very nicely. Drifty looking for a pass down. Doesn't quite get it. Lands on the ball. Salmon gets a good clear down to the Tundra's back right. Spadal looks for a pass to Salmon. Almost gets it. Xerox just misses, but Drifty has some time here. Zeus booms it down, and Salmon might be able to get there, and he does. Very good passing play from Entropy.
Yeah, good job from Salmon to be up already, be up for that ball and be ready for it. Nice pass from, I think that was Zeus that hit it to him. Nice pass. Working. Maybe they're starting to warm up a little bit. Maybe the nerves of being on stream. I don't know if this is their first time on stream, but it definitely can affect people, especially for, the first game. We're only a few minutes in. The kickoff from Spadal there is kind of slow. I think he maybe let go of boost a little early. And that's kickoffs are one of those things, you do it so many times. Every once in a while you just kind of go brain dead and forget it. But
it's just a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Taking names booms it down to Drifty. Tries to get it, but Spadal gets it down. Looks for a pass to Zeus Juice. Good shot there, and that's a tie game.
Yeah, that touch out there from Spadal to get it into the middle was really nice. That's what you want to see from your teammates. Perfect. Like, there's nothing really that Tundra can do when that passes. Some people, whenever they're trying to pass it, they press it straight across on that goal line, and that's really pretty easy for the defense to save. But if you can pass it backwards towards your teammates, it makes it a lot harder for that defense to make that clear. And it makes it a lot easier for your team to get that shooting opportunity.
And it looks like Entropy, they're starting to get their teamwork going. Two really good passing
starting
plays.
To settle down a little bit for sure.
Good clear there from Salmon. Spadal almost gets it. Taking names, tries to get it, but Salmon is there. Xerox tries to follow up, but Taking Names has it. Zeus Juice booms it down. Another good clear from Zeus. Salmon has it with some time. Gets a good clear. Salmon can follow up. Very low boost though. Spadal's going to follow up very nicely. And that's going to be a tie game.
And that's just one, the Tundra, that's one that should not be going in for these. Drifty, he probably needs to just leave that for Taking Names to come in and clear it up. He probably panicked a little earlier. The ball really wasn't moving that fast, so they had a few seconds of time to he had a few seconds to let Taking Names get there and gather the ball, but he kind of panicked, did that little backflip, made Taking Names hesitate a little bit, and then gave up that easy goal they shouldn't have given up.
Just a little bit of miscommunication. Taking Name was demoed. Zeus tries to get a clear, but Xerox is there. Drifty is also there. Spadal passes down to Zeus Juice. Almost gets a really good pass. Salmon is there, but Drifty is there as well. Zeus Juice, that might be in, that's off the post. Off the post again! Very unfortunate for Entropy. Zeus Juice not getting quite a great touch, but it's good enough for Salmon. Spadal is up. Gets a decent pass mid, but Taking Names is there to intercept. Salmon gets a weird touch, but a good clear down from Spadal. Spadal's going to follow up, try to get it mid, but Drifty is there. Zeus on defense. Bit of an awkward position, but manages it perfectly. Salmon going up for an air dribble, possibly a pass. A little bit behind Zeus, though. Xerox off the back wall. Zeus gets it to his right corner, and Spadal booms it down. Drifty booms it down as well. Spadal is there. Is that on target? Yes, it is. Another great passing play.
We'll take it. Yeah, the first 2 minutes of the game for Entropy were really rough, but these last 3 minutes for Entropy, they really turned it around. You can see they just seem to be able to hit the ball more where they want it, hitting it towards a teammate, hitting it with purpose. They just really seem to have found their footing in these last 3 minutes.
And it's really hard when you go down by... And there's another one. And that is a hat trick for Salmon. Incredible offensive showing tonight. Once again, off of a good pass. Just Entropy is looking like the good team right now. Xerox booms it down, almost gets it. Zeus Juice booms it off of his back wall. Taking Names tries to get it down. Bit of a double commit there, but they should be fine. Good boom by Drifty to the back corner. Xerox booms it off the wall. Drifty is there, but Salmon is also there. What a game he's having. Off the crossbar, that's very unfortunate. Xerox with no boost just has to try to get it mid, but Salmon, he's going to add to his tally with a 4th goal.
4 goals for Salmon, and I think part of the reason this one was so wide open, both teammates were cheating up on, I think that was Xerox who was trying to clear it. Both teammates were cheating up on it, and the guy trying to clear the ball had 0 boost. So of course he's not going to get a real nice clear out to where he wants to get it to. So maybe still lack of communication. He could have said to his teammates, hey, I don't got boost. I'm not getting this anywhere. Stay back. And maybe that could have helped him out. But definitely Entropy turned that game around. I think they started out down 3-0 and ended up winning 5-3. 13 shots to Tundra's, 8 shots? That's 13 shots is usually something kind of hard to win a game if you're giving up 13 shots, because a few of those are bound to go in for sure.
Just a really solid game from Entropy overall. They started out rough, but they had composure to bring it back with good passing plays, and that's what led to them winning very convincingly in the end.
Yeah, and I think what Tundra, they're not really doing any, I don't see red flags so much as I see just kind of small little mental mistakes here and there is what's giving them those wide open nets for Entropy. And Salmon really took advantage of all those little mental mistakes that Tundra is making. It was the first game of the series. It's still, it was a 5-3. It's still only a 2-goal difference. So I could definitely see Tundra turning the next game around, coming out on top. Entropy seems to be warmed up. Hopefully Tundra is starting to get warmed up. Those mental mistakes will start clearing themselves out, and we get a nice game coming up next.
For sure. Like you said, very fixable for Tundra.
Definitely. No major red flags. Just
little mistakes here and there.
Yeah.
Also, really good passing plays from Entropy.
Yeah, Entropy had some really nice passing plays to each other.
Take that away.
Yeah, definitely had some good passing plays, making it tough for Tundra to defend those passing plays.
And Game 2 is underway with Salmon and Xerox on the kickoff. Salmon wins it, but Drifty is there, looking to possibly get a pass to Taken Names. Just over him, though. Xerox is going to boom it down, but Zeus Juice is there to cut him off. Drifty booms it down to the back wall.
Oh.
Almost there from Drifty. Zeus Juice tries to get a boom. Spadle just gets a really good hit. Drifty booms it off the wall, but Salmon is there. Down to Spadle maybe, but Taken Names is there. Off the back wall, this is very dangerous right now. Drifty almost gets a shot, but it turns out to be a pass for Zero. Missed by Spadle, this could be dangerous. Drifty hits it off the back wall. Taken Names just misses the shot. But good teamwork here so far.
Yeah, so far this first minute, it seems to be all the pressure. Oh, except for that touch there. All the pressure has been from Tundra, applying that pressure onto the Entropy side. Maybe they starting to get warm. They definitely look a little more spaced out. I'm not seeing double commits. I'm not seeing weird, awkward touches. I'm seeing, a well spaced out Tundra team. And I think if they can keep this up, they might be able to put one in the back of the net here shortly.
Yeah, they seem to be figuring things out as a team, which is always the big focus. Salmon gets a shot, but Xerox is right there. Not a lot of boost to follow up, so got time for Zeus Juice. Taken Names gets it past him, though. Spadle booms it off the wall. And Drifty booms it, but a good save from Salmon. Possible shot from Spadle. It's just off. Zeus Juice is there to control it. Drifty is there to challenge. Taken Names looking for a pass, but a good clear there from Salmon. Salmon booms it off the wall. That's a good pass. Almost a really good dunk. Oh, what a save!
Taken Names. Nice. He just sat there, patient. Well played from Taken Names. Keeping this game squared up at 0-0.
That's dangerous.
that was probably that save from taking names was probably like the real first dangerous opportunity that Entropy had to put a goal or put a ball on target and ball in the back of the net. So really big save there. Hopefully that gets them some momentum. They can start putting some balls in the back of the net of their own.
This is looking to be a really solid game with. It's kind of hard to see if anyone has a distinct advantage right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Both
it seems
teams are
pretty
playing well.
back and forth so far, yeah.
Zeus doesn't have boost to follow up. Salmon and Xerox up. Salmon ends up winning the 50. Drifty takes it slow. Spadle beats taken names. Tries to beat Drifty, but Drifty good defense. Salmon looking for another goal.
Uh-oh.
And that is an open net. Very unfortunate there.
And I think what kind of happened here was Zeus thought he was probably second man. I don't think he thought he was the last man alive, last man back. So kind of an awkward touch. He might have rushed it, then panicked a little bit. Or maybe he did know he was last man, and that's why he rushed it like that. But unfortunate own goal there. Would have liked to see a little bit more control, a little bit more patience. He probably could have caught it and got it to the side, but still to get the clears from Tundra is what really got him that goal.
But still, it seems Entropy are playing well. It's just that minor mistake.
Yeah, I'm not seeing really any major red flags from either team. It's just these little mental mistakes, little positioning mistakes, little bit of I went when my teammate should have went mistakes. Just nothing crazy. It's whichever team can really clean up those, and that probably comes down to communication. Just saying, hey, I'm going. Hey, you're last man back. Be careful. Like things like that will go a long ways in a series like this.
We've seen how it's pretty down the middle. However, it seems like Tundra is leading in the shots department, leading 7-3. Good pass there. Salmon, a really good pass back down. Spadle almost gets the dunk. Drifty
I think you can attribute it that, they got 7 shots, but the defense from Entropy has been really solid so far. Besides that one kind of mental own goal, they've been pretty solid defense through and through.
Xerox controls the ball. Really good mind game there. What a play by Xerox. No one there, though. Drifty hits it off the corner. Salmon will take over. And Zeus has a chance to control it here. Spadle booms it to his back left wall. And there it is.
And, they won by 1 goal, right? And if Taken Names doesn't have that epic save that it says right there under his name, we're probably 1-1 going into overtime. So that save probably got them the game, honestly. Gave them the momentum, kept their teams alive. They turned it around into a goal. Just good game from Taking Names. He's at the bottom of the leaderboard on his team, but, at the end of the day, the points don't matter. It's which team wins. And, if you got to be the guy who sits in net, makes the saves for your teams, not doing the highlight plays, that's what you got to do sometimes to win. And I think that's what Tundra did. They didn't play overly aggressive. They played pretty smart, waited for Entropy to make a mistake, and that's what they capitalized on.
See, Taken Names might be on the bottom of the scoreboard, but that save was crucial.
Yeah, that was an absolute clutch save they needed.
Without that save, we might be in overtime right now.
Oh, yeah. And even, let's say he didn't get that save and Entropy takes the lead 1-0, Entropy can kind of play a little differently when they got a lead. They can play a little bit, they got a goal to give, so they can play a little bit faster. And maybe with that mentality, they score 2 goals and then they're up 2-0. So it's little things like that kind of add up throughout the game, and that it takes a full 5 minutes to win the game. And, you got to get the saves when you need them. You got to get the shots when you need them. And well done from Tundra that game. 1-1 going into game 3.
And game 3 will be a crucial one, because whoever wins this will have the advantage. And with a series so split down the middle so far, it's hard to see you know, if you win this game 3, you have a really good shot at winning the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. You feel a lot more comfortable if you're up 2-1. You know, you got a whole game to give at that point, so you can play a lot more comfortable. Really helps the mentality if you get that game lead. So this one's a big changer.
And there's a big whiff there in defense, and Tundra go up 1-0. Drifty with a good shot. Zeus just misses.
Zeus is there. His ping has been at, you know, it's been red this whole time, so maybe that attributes to it, maybe it doesn't. We'll leave that for him to judge, but either way, we're up. Tundra's up 1-0.
Drifty looking for a pass. Xerox is there, controls it. Drifty has plenty of time on the back wall. Spadle goes, but runs out of boost. Good dunk there from Drifty. Drifty looking for a pass possibly, but Salmon is there. And Salmon taking it slow. Gets past one, but Taken Name shoots off the bar. That's very unfortunate. Salmon booms it down. Xerox does have though. Spadle with a good challenge. Drifty is there, that might be on, but a good save there from Salmon. Good pressure from Tundra right now, but even better save. Spadle trying to get past everyone. Xerox takes the ball himself. Salmon gets it. Drifty gets a decent clear. Spadle with a really good pass. Salmon is up. Almost gets the touch. Xerox is there. Really good touch there. Maybe looking to follow up. Zeus does get a good clear though. Gets it past Taken. And the ball bounces up. Drifty is there looking for a shot. Another good one, but once again, Salmon with the good save. And then another good clear right there. Zeus takes over. Good little 50-50. Xerox shoots. Zeus is there. Zeus gets it past. Salmon is going to have plenty of time here to do whatever he wants. Gets a good little pass in. Almost gets the shot to Xerox. With a Savior medal, so he's doing a very good job defensively.
Yeah, this Tundra team seems to be playing. You know, they're playing smart, man. They're playing.
So
they're playing the, you know, the mistakes of Entropy. They're not forcing anything. They're just playing smart, playing solid, and it's really working out for them. And they almost got 2 goals, right, or back-to-back opportunities there, just from playing, you know, not overly aggressive, just waiting for the misses, waiting for the double commits. So I think that's what this Tundra team's doing really well these past last game and this game.
Yep, they're not forcing anything, just letting.
They're playing the game, you know, letting the game come to them.
Almost. They're just getting so many chances here that are going off the crossbar. Savior medal for Salmon there. Even though Entropy are 1-0, they have played really well defensively.
Yeah, they've held off how many shots? Let's see. They got 9 shots already for Tundra, whereas Entropy has 4 shots. So Tundra definitely has had all the pressure so far, but Entropy able to hold on and only give up 1 goal. Still got a minute and a half left in the game. Anybody's game. We'll see what happens.
Spadle hits it off the back wall. Almost an insane touch there.
Almost a highlight clip there. That would have been real nice to see.
A whiff there. Salmon hits it off the back wall. No one is up though. Taken names. Almost.
Probably should have just let it go.
Xerox going for a nutty redirect. Spadle has time. Salmon passes to Spadle. Good passing play there. Salmon booms it down, but no one is there. Drifty with a really clear Juice running out of boost. Easy clear for Spadle, but Drifty was there to challenge. Salmon with yet another save. Spadle taking his time. Spadle with control. Nearly gets it on target, but Drifty is there. Salmon booms it down, a good clear by Taken. Gets a really good hit downfield. Xerox is demoed by Salmon. Spadle controls it. Zeus shoots very low boost, but doing well enough to get it out. Salmon is there with a good boom. Good demo there from Salmon. Oh, what a good team play there.
That demo really opened up that from Salmon. Salmon's really having a nice game this game. You know, he doesn't have the goals, but he's got the saves, and he got those 2 bumps right there with less than 10 seconds left to tie up the game. You know, Salmon is really kind of the do-all for Entropy right now. The first game he had the 4 goals in one game. This game he's got 4 saves, and he bumped the 2 Tundra players in net to tie him up and take it to overtime. Oh, we got a good game.
What can't Salmon do?
What can't Salmon do? That's the team's motto right now.
Zeus gets a good pass. Salmon with a good clear gets boomed though. Good clear there from Taken Names. Spadle, another good demo
favor.
From Salmon.
Oh, nobody's there. Another demo.
And just a demo party right now.
It's a demo fest.
Zeus has control. It's going down to Xerox, who gets a really good boom, possibly off the back wall. Good challenge there from Drifty. Doesn't quite get the touch, but Spadle hits it dangerously to center, but Zeus is there. Taking Names with a good challenge. Fakes him out. Zeus almost getting a nutty shot.
Here comes Salmon. Oh.
And Drifty misses. And Entropy take game 3.
And an unfortunate whiff here from Drifty. That's one I'm sure he knows he can hit. That's one he probably hits every other day of the week. But for some reason, this one just kind of squeaks by him. But I think what we see from this game is Tundra definitely was able to apply the pressure through 4 minutes, 50 seconds of the game. But, you know, I think what both teams started to see there towards the end was that both teams were rotating pretty nicely, and, you know, one way to kind of disrupt that is to throw in some demos. You know, if Salmon's rotating it where he needs to be, but you knock him out of the game by demoing, you know, you open up an opportunity for your team, and that's what Salmon saw. He demoed those 2 Tundra players in net, which really ended up, you know, getting them to overtime and eventually winning the game. So those demos were crucial. Those 4 saves he had were crucial. Really good game from the Salmon and from the Entropy team over. Really good games from both teams. You know, it's close games you like to see. Nobody's really taking the torch and running with it, but 2 close games, 2 really solid teams. I'm excited for the next one.
It's anyone's series.
It's anyone's series so far. And
just look at the even score distribution for Entropy.
Yeah, and Entropy, I mean, I keep preaching on Salmon, but, you know, he's got 2 other players with him, also in the 400 points, also with multiple saves. You know, the Entropy team's looking pretty solid. They just need to find a way to get out of their defending third. They need to get out off of defense and into offense more often. You know, maybe they let Salmon kind of run a little more free in this next one. I got disconnected from that one.
Alright, so we are having some server issues, it seems. So we are going to rehost soon enough.
Nice. Are we doing, is it best of 5? Is that what it is? Oh. So we're on match point for Entropy. All right, I think we got everybody back in here, starting to join back in. We're our on our way to game 4. If Entropy wins this, they take the match. If Tundra wins this, we're on to game 5.
Wouldn't be Rocket League without server issues.
Oh, absolutely.
Xerox with a good air dribble there. Can't quite get it. Drifty almost with a great shot. Taking aims, booms it back down. No one is there. Salmon gets time on the ball. Decent 50. He's going to follow up. Salmon with a good pass down. Spadel has plenty of time here. Xerox challenging. And Spadel doing really good defensively. A little bit of a double commit there, but they should be fine. Salmon in net. Booms it down. Good save. Good touch there. Can he get the pass mid? A good demo there from Drifty. That relieves all pressure.
And, you know, it's unfortunate. I mean, Salmon had a really good touch, but he was left with 0 boost right when he landed. And, you know, it's hard to get the ball from midfield to a nice passing spot with 0 boost. But he did about the most he could. Tundra held on well with that demo. Well played.
Well played by both teams. Drifty with a good challenge there. No one is there challenging though, so Spadel gets a good clear. To Zeus Juice, but he can't quite get it. Almost there, off the post, but Salmon puts it in.
Just kind of awkward defense here from Tundra. I think, you know, maybe a little bit of a mental lapse. Maybe he thought he was in front of the goal line. Instead, he drives up the post, making it so there's nobody there to clear that ball. Easy cleanup for Salmon.
Good kickoff here. Drifty controls it, but whiffs. Controls the boost though, but Zeus is staying on it. Gets past one. Drifty is just going to take his time here. Xerox gets it cleared. Gonna control it off the ceiling. Good by Drifty. Oh, a little bit of a miss there.
Ooh, big save.
Good save by Salmon.
Oh,
but Taken Ames puts it in.
Almost. Salmon was in the right spot. I think he could have got a little more power on this, but either way, it was a tough save for him. He did about the most he could. There's just some good pressure from Tundra there, and the pressure eventually led to that goal, man.
This game's looking pretty much like the other 3, where no team's really standing out.
Nobody's really taking over. It's gonna come down to who makes the fewest mistakes, who has, you know, the clears they're trying to get, who puts the shots on target when they need to be on target. It's just really who plays the best game right now.
Xerox with a good 50 there, but Zeus Juice is there for the clear. Drifty with a good hit down. Spadel has time to control it. Gets beat by Taken Names though. Taken Names is going to follow up, but Zeus Juice does get a good clear. And a good hit there. Spadel has some time. Takes, controls it. Zeus Juice with a good clear. Good pressure here from Tundra. Xerox almost gets it, but Salmon with a good clear. Drifty with a good pass that might be on, but Zeus Juice is there to handle the play. Once again passing it mid, but no one is there. Taken Ames with a good pass to the corner to himself. Salmon controls it. Low boost here though. Does a good job just letting them hit it into him.
Yeah,
Taken Ames.
Salmon. Well, he's got low boost. Can't really put the ball in a dangerous spot, but the best he can do is, just get a solid 50 that doesn't go over his head. Oh man. Well played from Tundra right here. Let's see, I think just a nice big clear from Drifty. Entropy wasn't expecting it, and it just got banged over their heads. He got a decent amount of power from where he was at, so nice there, nice clear that turned into a goal from Drifty. Well done from Tundra.
That's exactly what they need right now. With a series so split down the middle, they need any momentum they can get.
If you're Entropy, that's one you shouldn't be letting in the back of the net. But if you're Tundra, you take those all day. You won't ever say no to a goal, no matter how it gets put in.
Xerox with a good hit there. Might be able to get another one. No one is there though. Very low boost. Spadel's just going to control it. Good pass there from Spadel. Going down into a very dangerous. Salmon. Bit of a double commit there, but they should be fine. Zeus has some time, but taking names is right there. Gets it past Zeus Juice. Salmon gets a really good hit, but Drifty is there. Past mid. But Spadal is there to connect. 1-on-1, and he gets it past. Great dribble from Zeus Juice.
Yeah, and I think that's just, if you're taking names back there, it's a tough one, because as soon as he gets there, he does get that little small touch on the ball, which gets it around him. So I think what your play is either to wait and try and meet him at the net, or go just even faster. Yeah. It's a tough save either way. Oh, what a
good save there from Zeus Juice. Very crucial.
And we keep talking about how Salmon had all those 4 saves, but the other 2 guys on his team, Zeus and Spadal, are also coming in with pretty nice clutch plays every now and then. And those are the plays you need from your guys to pull out a win here in this, like, a close series like this.
If you're Entropy, you do not want this to go to Game 5 with how split down the middle. This has been a good demo there from Zeus Juice.
These last 20 seconds, it's the next goal wins, and you want it to be you for sure.
Good pass there from Salmon. Gets it up. No one is there. Zeus Juice misses it. Very unfortunate. But Entropy are keeping up pressure. Low boost through Salmon, but he gets it down.
In front of the net. Good clear by Drifty.
Are they going to keep it up?
Nice pinch?
They are. That's a good hit, but they're good.
Well done by Drifty. Okay,
overtime, Game 4.
That's what you like to see. Close games going into overtime. That's what you want. That's when Rocket League's the funnest.
That's an open net. Just off the post.
Drifty with an opportunity.
Drifty is there.
Oh, not quite.
Not quite enough power. But Tundra are still keeping up pressure. Spadal does miss there. Salmon booms it down. Xerox gets a good boom. Might get a second one. He does. Good pass. Taking names. Beautiful from Tundra. Just what they need to send this to Game 5.
This pass here from Xerox is that hit it way over the first defender's head. Touched it just enough into the midfield for taking names to take advantage. We're on to Game 5. That's what you want. Game 5, winner takes all. I can't say. I don't know who's going to win this one. I can't say definitively that one team looks better than the other. It's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to, I think it was Drifty the game before had that whiff in front of the net on a ball. I'm sure he hits 100 times or 99 times out of 100. So it's going to come down to who's going to make that one little small mistake that's going to give up the game or win the game. So I'm excited for this next one. It goes either way. Oh boy, should be a good one.
It's too straight to call right now. If you notice, Tundra dominated the shot department, having
Tundra
10 compared
definitely
to 3.
had the pressure. Yeah, definitely.
But then you look at
the
Entropy,
pressure.
6 saves to 0.
So I think that's just how these teams are. Tundra's, there was a stretch there where Tundra was just pounding the ball into the corner over and over for at least a solid 30, 45 seconds. But Entropy, they're holding strong on the defensive end. So it's going to come down to Tundra if their offense is stronger or if Entropy's defense is stronger. And I can't say. I don't know who's going to take it. It's up for grabs. Game 5. Here we go.
Anyone can take it right now. It's just all up to the team plays, I think. Because that's where most of these game-winning goals have been coming from.
I think what Entropy needs, they need Salmon. He seems to be more of the scorer. I think Salmon, if he can get some nice offense going, get it started for him. He's had those kind of slow plays where he's dribbling the control. I think if he gets one of those plays, Entropy has a really good shot. And then for Tundra, I think it's been Xerox. He's been kind of, getting them started with shots and passing plays. So I think it kind of comes up to those two guys. Whoever, gets the nice play for this game, I think that team's going to come out on top.
I think for Tundra, your game plan right now, just keep doing what you're doing. And it'll lead to stuff like that, apparently.
Oh, I mean, those you take those. That's one that Entropy, I'm kind of surprised they let that one go in. But Salmon was, I'm sure he was expecting the shot from taking names, like another shot there close to the net. So he probably got faked out a little bit, but that's got to be one you put back in the corner and save it and keep going. If you really want to win this game, you got to save that one.
Now, if you're Tundra, I think you just keep doing what you're doing. Constant pressure. You're eventually going to get it down.
Yeah, the rotations have been pretty nice. The only few double commits, so I think Tundra's playing pretty solid. Entropy's playing pretty solid. It's just going to come down to these plays right here. Those plays.
Got bumped by his own teammate inadvertently. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, Salmon, those are 2 saves he needs to make a lot. Yeah, I'm sure he makes those often, but those are ones he really needs to be making right now.
Spadal with a pass mid, but Taken Names is there with a save. Xerox is going to challenge. A good bump there, but Drifty is there. Spadal has plenty of time to do anything here. Gets a good pass. Xerox gets a dangerous hit, but Taken Names is there. Zeus Juice just misses. Taken Names has a bit of time, but that is a really good shot from Salmon. Tie game.
There we go. Salmon kind of making up for those 2 defensive blunders before. Well done to put that pressure on there. I think what Taken Names was trying to do, I don't think he was necessarily trying to air dribble it. I think he was just trying to keep his car behind the ball, but he was a little bit too high. Salmon took advantage of it. Well done. We're tied up. Game 5.
And that might be on. Zeus Juice is there. Gets bumped, but a good save. He's there once again. Not a great touch. Drifty is there, but a good clear. Xerox with a good read off the wall. Trying for the double. Bit of a double commit there. But Tundra, once again, just keeping pressure like they've been doing the whole series. But Entropy have been able to handle it for the most part.
Ooh, good control from Spadal right there. He took that from his corner almost all the way down to the other end of the field with a limited boost. So good play from Spadal. That's the type of clears they need.
And that is a beautiful 50 for Xerox.
Good challenge from Xerox. He knows he's the first guy up. Might as well challenge quick and make it awkward for Salmon. And that's exactly what he did. A little bit fortunate that it went straight in, but it's the speed of the challenge is what really got him that goal.
Can't be mad at Salmon, though, for taking that. But just a bit unfortunate on the 50.
Yeah.
Great play by Xerox, though. Good hit there from Xerox. Salmon booms it down. Zeus just tries to get it mid. Taken Names has possession, passing it down to Drifty. And that is a great passing play.
Ooh, 3-1. That 2-goal deficit can be really hard to come back from. They do have 2.5 minutes left, though, so it's not impossible, but this Entropy team, they've been, I don't know, maybe the pressure of Game 5 got to him a little bit where, you know, Salmon, he's had a few saves where he definitely could have hit him better, but we've seen him hit him better. So maybe this Game 5 might be getting to him a little bit. The double commits here.
Unfortunate, and that is going to be 4.
I think Drifty. The pressure of Game 5 is getting to him.
Drifty with a good hat trick this game, really showing out when his team needs him.
And Drifty has been playing. Drifty's had a really solid series. He did. I'm gonna keep barking on that one whiff he had in front of the net because I know that's one he can get, but that one I don't know. It didn't work out for him. But I think he's made up for it at this point. At this point of the game, he's made up for it. 3 shots, 3 goals. That's the percentage you like to see. 100%.
And even though they're 3 goals up, they're still keeping up the pressure. But however, Salmon taking it down. Off the post, very unfortunate, but they get it in. Spadal with a really good shot to the top line. And
you know, the 2 goals in 2 minutes, it can happen. So they're definitely not out of the woods yet. They can still make some mistakes. I think, you know, I don't expect Salmon to keep making mistakes. I expect them to turn it around and make some pretty solid plays in these next 2 minutes.
Pretty even 50-50 there. Taken Names passing it down to Xerox with a decent shot, but Salmon is there. Taken Names passes it down once again. Zeus gets a decent save. Spadal passes it out. Drifty almost with another goal. A good boom down there from Zeus, who's trying to lead with it. Xerox gets past Spadal. No boost there for Xerox. Good demo there from Spadal. They have plenty of time. Bit of a double commit there, but Salmon's just going to take it slow. Oh, Spadal bumps him from behind. Zeus just gets bumped. Taking Names. That's an open net.
Oh, he could have put it on target. I think at this point, the Entropy teams, I think they're kind of stumbling over each other a little bit. You know, maybe there's a little bit of lack of communication. Or maybe they're just playing a little bit nervous, but they're stumbling
Oh.
over each other, and you can see it's making it awkward and tough for them. They're gonna need a goal here quick. Only a minute left. They're still down by 2. It's not impossible, but it's
Need
tough.
something quick, and there it is.
Oh, that changes the whole
Zeus
game.
with a
Now you're
good
only
shot.
down by 1. That's a good flick from Sam. It was kind of a fortunate little 50, but the flick was what really started that play. So that's Salmon kind of. I think he's starting to get the wheels turning, and he's gonna start making some even better plays. We got 1 goal in 45 seconds. I think they can do it. I hope they do it. I'd love to see an overtime game.
Good pass there from Xerox, but Spadel is there. Drifty misreads it, but Taken Names is just gonna take it slow. Almost gets a really good 50. Really easy clear for Drifty there. Spadel booms it down. Salmon is up, but a good clear from Drifty. Zeus shoots low on boost. Taken Names doesn't hit it that well though. Zeus gonna take his time. Can't get it past Drifty though.
10 seconds. We need something to happen.
Salmon
Salmon's
booms
starting
it
it out.
downfield.
Oh, they bumped each other. Spadel jump. Oh, maybe he didn't have boost, but it's still
Spadel
up.
hits
We're
it
still
up. Zeus Juice goes up but can't quite get
Oh.
it, and there it is. An amazing series from both teams. Just turns and goes Tundra's way.
And I remember the first goal that Tundra scored that game, where Drifty kind of just jumped up, got an awkward little pinch in the corner, and it just floated ever so gently into the net. If Salmon makes that save, we could be 3-3 going into overtime. So, you know, it's those goals where you shouldn't be giving up the goals. And I think Entropy had a few of those throughout the series. They had one from, I think it was Zeus, where he was the last man back and he accidentally own goaled it. And there from Salmon,